Hey YouTube. So today I just wanted to talk about the history of my Switch and complain about it, mostly in relation to my Joy-Cons. I've been reading online since most of the issues I've been having is pretty commonplace with everyone, and it's just I've owned quite a few consoles in my lifetime, and I've never really experienced this many problems with controllers before, so it is odd to me. So to start, my wife bought me the Switch as a present, and right out of the box, the right Joy-Con had an issue with the right bumper. So I went to Walmart to see if they would replace it. I actually didn't think they would, but it turns out they would replace the Joy-Cons, not the Switch. But that's all right. So I got these new Joy-Cons. Now about 6.5 months in, the Joy-Cons at this point were having quite a bit of problems. The one on the right had a little bit of wandering with the joystick, and the joystick on the left one wandered quite a bit. Like the left one was almost unplayable. Walmart wouldn't replace it. Surprise, surprise. And when I contacted Nintendo, they said they would replace it, which is very good, but it'd take up to 90 days between when I sent it out and when I'd get it. I should have sent it. I didn't. I'm going to try contacting them after the COVID-19 problem, see if they'll still accept it. Hopefully they will. And so I have since went and bought new Joy-Cons that my wife also bought for me, actually. So my wife must really love me, or she wants me occupied so I don't bother. I don't know. These new Joy-Cons also have problems. The right one, it's about 8.5 months in for this one, by the way. The right one has issues with connection. Like it's always having trouble connecting to the Switch. I shouldn't say always. Probably every hour or maybe a little more than that, it has a 1 second where it times out, and you wouldn't think that's a big deal. And lately we've been mostly playing Animal Crossing, so it isn't a big deal. But with some other games, the drop in and drop out is a big deal. And sometimes it doesn't even register on the drop in. Like sometimes when it disconnects and reconnects, it'll show the green thing going up and down. But sometimes when it does it, it doesn't even do that. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Now that's bearable. I can put up with that. But on the left side one, not only is it starting to wander, only a little bit, but it is starting to wander, and more so over the last month I've noticed. It also has a problem where it's constantly saying that Joy-Con is low on battery. But the thing is, it started saying it's low on battery, and we've, between the three of us in our household, played with it for 12 hours that day and did not die. So it's not dying, but the whole time you're playing, it's saying that it's dying. So obviously there's something else wrong there. So that's pretty crappy if you ask me. Now, one other problem I had with my Switch, which is unrelated to the Joy-Cons, which I also read online is common, but I've seen way worse pictures online than what's happened to me. But my Switch, I didn't get a screen protector for it, and the dock has been scratching the screen, and I didn't notice until about a year into owning it. And then I bought a screen protector. Now my scratches are hardly a big deal, like they're not super noticeable. So yeah, that's that, I guess. But the Joy-Cons, 3 sets of Joy-Cons now, all had damage. I guess one of them didn't, the 6 different parts, one of them didn't. But if I had it longer than the few days I had it, it possibly could have. That's really bad. I've owned a GameCube, a Wii, a Wii U, an Xbox 360, a PlayStation 4. I've probably owned a few other consoles now, but off the top of my head, those are all of them. And I've never bought a controller over the lifetime of owning that console, and it goes so bad it was unplayable. I've had some where the A button starts to stick or the B button starts to stick for overusing, but even then, it doesn't happen in the first year, and it's not so bad that it's unplayable. So I think Nintendo needs to figure something out as far as Joy-Cons. And what scares me most is my sister-in-law is going to be buying the Switch Minis, or Switch Lites, sorry. And the Joy-Cons on those aren't replaceable, and I was reading online, they have the exact same issues with them. And those don't come off, so If Nintendo, if you just send that off, you can't use your whole console for 90 days. That's just a kind of a waste of money. And that's the thing too. If you constantly buying controllers, that raises the like the price of a Switch right there, right? Like it's expensive. It becomes very expensive at that point. It's not the cheaper alternative to the others at that point. Anyways, thanks everyone. That was my complaint. Have a good day.